Okay, first of all, welcome to Easty Boys. I'm going to go over the safety briefing. I'm going to ask that if you have any questions, that you try and save them to the end. That way I can get through it quicker, get you on the field quicker, okay? Now, one of the most important pieces of equipment that you will all be using today will be the mask. When the paintballs leave these guns, they're moving fast enough to rip an eye clean out of the socket. So when you're on the field, absolutely, positively, no acceptable excuse or reason for you to ever take it off. It doesn't matter if the game is over, it hasn't started, they're fogged up and you can't see. Even if you're having a hard time breathing, please remember to keep the mask on. Referee catches you taking it off for any reason whatsoever. First time, you're going to miss a game. Second time, you'll miss 2 straight. Third time, you're finished for the day. You keep taking off the mask, you're just going to get yourself hurt, and we cannot let that happen. So you put it on in here, you take it off in here, or you won't be able to play. Is everybody clear? The masks are adjustable. 2 tabs at the back, pull them apart to tighten, together to loosen. Please make sure it's on your head nice and tight before you step on the field. Equally as important, this right here. It's called the barrel cover. Barrel cover will stop a ball from leaving the gun should the gun be accidentally fired where you're in this area. The only time your gun is to be without it is when you're on the actual playing field. When you step on the field at the entrance, you'll see a yellow box. At that point, you can take this off, string comes off the back, slide it off the barrel, place it into the box. As soon as the game is over and the referee says you can leave, head to the box, get yourself a barrel cover, put it on, string over the back, on properly before you leave. In addition to that, you put your safety on, and when you're in this area, make sure you keep your fingers off the trigger. Fingers not on the trigger, the gun will not fire. If you are out here without the barrel cover, or you fire the gun in this area, you're going to miss a game. Second time 2, third time you're done. Mask, barrel covers, the 2 most important safety rules that we have here. Please make sure you remember that. Everybody has a good, fun, safe time. Now, the guns you'll be using are semi-automatic, so what that means is each time you pull the trigger, gun fires. As fast as you can pull the trigger, that's as fast as it's going to go. A couple of things to keep in mind. You pull the trigger, listen up guys, you pull the trigger and nothing happens. Check the left side of the gun, you'll see this pin right here. Pull it all the way back, all good, all right? Or 2, trigger won't move at all, your safety's still on. Right side of the frame, you see the safety button, push it over to the left, gun's alive, push it back the other way. Before you leave the field, the gun is safe. Paintballs all go in the top here. All right, when you close your lid, just take your thumb, push it in the center, hear it snap, double check it to make sure you've closed it properly. That is your responsibility. Last thing you want to do is walk around here thinking that you've closed it properly. In between games, you're a little excited, you're waving the gun around, I shot you guys, you put your gun on your shoulder to look cool, because that's what the cool kids do, and bang, you spill your paintballs, you've wasted your money. Once the paint hits the ground, it is no good. The shells will crack, break, it's just going to jam and clog the guns. Even the paintballs that you will see on the playing field are no good. Trust me, if they were, I'd be out there myself picking them up and selling them back to you. All right? Once they're on the turf, the shells can absorb the moisture in the turf, they'll expand, get weak, and again jam and clog the guns. The only paintballs you ever put in here are the ones you get from us from the front counter today, from the bag directly to the gun. Now, when you get hit, a hit includes anywhere and everywhere on your body. Feet, head, hands, gun, any part of your body or equipment gets hit, you are out. The ball must break and leave a mark, all right? If it hits you, bounces off, and doesn't break, you keep playing. So check first, because as soon as you say the words "I'm hit," you are out and you must leave. So as soon as the ball breaks and leaves a mark, nice and loud, scream it out, "I'm hit!" Hands and gun go above your head like this. You walk over to the dead box screaming nice and loud, "I'm hit, I'm hit, I'm hit," nice and loud so everybody hears you. That's the best way to get off without being shot again. I can't guarantee that, but I do guarantee if you don't do that, the bad people out there that you call your friends, and it will be your friends, they will shoot you again and again until they hear you call out that you're hit. All right, so nice and loud, don't be shy, hustle off. Now, we have a mandatory mercy rule here. If you get within 10 feet of somebody, they have their back to you and they do not know that you're there. Offer that person a chance to surrender, because from close range it is going to hurt. Simply scream out "surrender" as loud as you can. Make sure the person hears you. At that point, the person has a couple of options. The smartest thing anybody could do at that point is, "I'm hit, thank you very much," walk off the field. If they try to run away from you, shoot them. All right? If they try to turn around and shoot you, shoot them first. And if they take too long to make up their mind, make it up for them and shoot them. All right? Now, if you have to shoot somebody from close range, once, twice maximum, aim low, shoot them in the butt or the back of the leg. It'll sting, they'll do a funny little dance for you, but they'll get over it. Do your best to never ever shoot anybody in the back or the back of the head from close range. You're here to play ball, have fun, have a good time, not to hurt each other. There's also been no blind firing. This is blind firing. You're behind a bunker, you're too scared to stick your head around the corner and look. So you take the gun, stick it around, bang, 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 without looking, over the top, or the ever popular, running this way while you're shooting that way. Basically everything you see on TV and the movies. One, doesn't work. Two, can be very dangerous, because for all you know, when you stick that gun around a corner without looking, the gun could end up an inch from somebody's head, throat, chest, groin, not cool. All right, so when you're on the field, when you're shooting your gun, make sure that your head, your body's behind it at all times, that you're looking at exactly what and who you're shooting at. Now, when you get out onto the playing field, the bunkers, they're inflatable airball bunkers. They are weighted down, but they're not anchored into the ground. So don't go charging into them full steam, because you'll knock them over. You'll be out in the open, and you're going to get shot. Slow down. You can slide into them on your knees. The turf is nice and soft. You're not going to hurt yourself. You're going to have a great time playing out there. When you're on the field, please use common sense. If it seems like it's something that you shouldn't do, don't do it, all right? There's no jumping or diving over the bunkers. Reason being, you cannot see if there's somebody on the other side. You jump over a bunker, land on somebody, 2 people get hurt for the price of 1. So run around them, hide behind them. You don't jump or dive over anything. In between games, the equipment stays inside the building. No reason for you to ever go outside with it. That's just going to make the neighbors nervous, makes us nervous, and the police really do hate it. You need to step outside. The guns and masks stay in here. Like I mentioned earlier, if you drop your paintballs, they are no good, so please do not step on them or throw them around this area. That's just going to make the floor slippery and make the place messy. Just please pick them up and throw them in the garbage. At this point in time, are there any questions?
How is the games organized?
Well, I'll explain the games to you once you get on the field. All right, you split you into 2 teams.
If you get hit once, you're done.
If you get hit, all right, the ball has to break and leave a mark for you to be out. All right?
And typically, how many games can you play?
That depends on you. You know, it depends on how quickly you go through your paintballs, how many extra paintballs you're making. That you're buying. All right. Individual game will go like 5 minutes. We'll play 2 games back to back. Then we'll come off, clean up, load up, and then go back on. All right.
What protects your neck?
We have neck guards you can rent, or when you get the coveralls, just do it all the way up. All right. You get in with the coupon. You get 100 each. Sorry. If you need more, it's $15 per 100. Right. Any other questions? Okay, guys, before I set you up, just want to remind you one more time, masks, you put them on in here, you take them off in here. Barrel covers, you take them off in the field, you put them on and around properly before you leave. When you're in this, listen up, guys, when you're in this area, you keep your fingers off the triggers. The guns are never to be fired in here. I cannot stress that enough. I have no problem sending people out games. If you break these rules, keep doing it to the point where you're going to be a danger to yourself or somebody else, you're not going to play. All right, so one more time. Any questions?
Can we leave our stuff? Phone and cell phone?
Yeah, there's nobody else here.